Alright, so here I have a little cafe. A client has come to me with these specifications and said they want some shade and they want a roof structure put onto this for some shade for the tables outside, sitting al fresco, but they don't want a boring old normal roof. So we're going to put a curved roof onto this little cafe. The other thing I didn't show you last time was how to use the offset tool. A very handy tool. I'll do that first. Over here is the offset tool. So if I click on the offset tool, and if I have a shape, rectangular, circular, doesn't matter, and I click on that shape, you see I can just push it in. And I can push this in a certain predetermined size if I want 50 millimeters, etc., or whatever. Escape out of that. Where I've used the offset tool is to make these windows. So I put a rectangle down, and then I offset inside here so to have my window form, or my window around the outside of my window. And then I used it again and I just pushed them in. So then I used my push-pull tool to make these windows. So the offset tool is a very handy tool to use. Just click and you can push it in, and you can then have two different rectangles or whatever shape it was. I'll just undo that. Okay. Getting back to the roof, we are going to use a curved surface. Now I want the curved arc to be square to this front surface. So I want to look directly at that front surface. So I can now use my view tools again, my front view. It's looking directly at the front of the building. I come over and grab my arc tool, and I'm going to just click somewhere over here. Click, bring it over here somewhere. I'm going to make it funky, yeah, something like that. Click, and now I can push it up and make a bit of a curve to it. Click. So there's 3 clicks involved there. I now want to use this arc and I want to offset it, but it's 3 individual pieces. There's 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. So I need to select all 3 separately. Grab my selection tool. I can click on the first segment, hold down shift, click on the second segment, click on the third segment. All 3 segments are selected. I can now use my offset tool. I can click on it anywhere and just drag it in. You see it's offsetting now that entire line. Yeah, I'll make it about 100 millimeters. There's 100 millimeter thickness. I'll just grab my pencil tool now and I'll make sure that snaps on the corner, do the same thing over here. Now, I know that that is a completed object because look, that's filled in, it's coloured in. Over here it's coloured in too. If I just turn this around a little bit, you can see I have a front surface there, and that front arc or surface is going to be the form of my roof. So here we go. I'm going to grab this part and I'm going to drag it out. I'm going to drag it out 1500. Okay, I can grab this surface as well and drag it out, and I'm going to reference that first surface, so it's 1500 as well. I can drag this piece out too. There we go. So all 3 pieces are now dragged out. Now I want this to follow back down my building, so I need to turn the building around. I'll just zoom out or in, or you can pan, do the same thing, and escape out of that function. And now I can pull that down to the side of the building, and I'll turn it around, and I'm going to pull it down that side of the building. So now I have that roof around the whole building. Fantastic. Perhaps I want to see what the shade's going to look like from that roof. I can come up here to my shade toolbar, turn on shade, and you can see where the shade is actually cast. You can move that around at different times of year, different times of day, and you can see that that shade dynamically changes. How brilliant is that? Add some materials and away we go.